Hello beautiful ladies, and thank you for being here. I'm Atena Crane, I'm a personal stylist, and today I'm so excited to talk to you about activewear. I'm doing a little bit of unboxing. I've got a box of organic cotton activewear over here from Lizette. I think that's how you say the company's name. And I'm so excited to go through them with you and talk about why I chose to purchase from them. I'm actually not getting paid at all for this video. This is because of research that I did on my own because I wanted to invest in better activewear for various reasons that I'll tell you guys about. And I found this company that I'm really excited about, and I just wanted to share with you since this relates to personal style. And I thought I'd take you guys through the process of me unboxing and going through something that I purchased for myself, like doing a mini fitting, walk you guys through it as we talk about the topic of activewear. So the first thing that I always do when I get a box of clothes is I open the box and I take everything out and hang it up, because that just helps me see everything a lot more clear whenever I do a fitting for a client. Same thing, I order things online, I put them on a hanger for them so that when we're doing the fitting, it's a lot easier to navigate, easier to see things and figure out what you want to keep and what you want to toss. So let's get started. So first impressions. Oh, by the way, I'm already wearing one of the leggings because I just couldn't wait, and I thought it would only be appropriate to do the video in one of the items. So I've got one of the leggings on, and I also have the matching bralette. But I decided to wear this shirt on top that I already had, and the sweater also. They're not from Lizette, they're ones that I already had, just to cover up a little bit more and then have a little fun play, because I just like to, you know, add a little extra thing to my outfit. So first impression, I love the fabric already. It feels nice and sturdy. It doesn't look like it's see-through at all, right? It looks good. It's got good coverage, but it's not super thick. It's thin and it's breathable, which is great because I live in Texas and it's super hot. So I don't want anything that's like super thick. So first, already the fabric, I like it a lot. Now I will have to update you guys later on how it holds after washing. But first impression so far, pretty good. One of the other reasons that I decided to purchase from this brand is because I thought they had really awesome designs, and this tank top might be a little bit hard to see, but you see how it's asymmetrical? I thought that that was a really cool detail. It's not just like a black tank top, it has a cool detail to it. So that's another reason why I decided to purchase from this company, because I really enjoyed their designs and I liked a lot of stuff. I ordered a lot of stuff. This one has a really cute open bag. One thing that I noticed right away though is that there is no extra padding or anything in the breast area. So even though it's supposed to come with kind of like the bra included, I kind of personally, I feel like I'm gonna need a little bit more coverage, just so we're all girls here, right? So just so, like, you know, the nipples aren't showing. I have nothing against nipples showing, just want to make that clear. It's just my personal comfort level, so that's all. So one of the really main reasons that I was looking for more organic options of fabric is because I noticed that a lot of my workout clothes were polyester, and I didn't realize how badly that was affecting my skin, because it's not breathable at all, and then working out in the clothes, sweating, and then that sweat getting trapped in there under acrylic fabric is so terrible. And I had no idea why I was having skin issues. I just thought I had to live with them, and I realized that, oh my god, it has a lot to do with what I'm wearing. So I started to really dive into the research. Because I used to think polyester was a fine fabric, it was a good fabric. I mean, a lot of designers use it, it's everywhere, you know, and I had no idea, I had no education on it. I had like seen a little bit of advertisement here and there about like, oh, organic fabric, and then other things that like they didn't really like call out polyester or acrylic fabric specifically, but they would hint that there's different types of fabric and they could have different effects on you. But I never really paid too much attention to it. I wasn't sure if that's just something for bougie people. Because like, to be honest, at some point I didn't understand how important it is to really invest in good clothes. I've made all kinds of mistakes, and that's why I'm here now to share with you so that you don't make the same mistakes that I made, or if you are making those mistakes, that you don't keep making them. Because I think that we don't get a lot of education on our clothing. There's no class for it, right? Unless you go and major in fashion, you don't really learn about fabric. This one is so soft. It feels like so silky and soft. It's amazing. So like I just mentioned, one of the biggest problems with acrylic fabric, polyester fabric, is that it is like wearing plastic pretty much. It's not exactly plastic, I know, but when you wear it, especially like something like yoga pants where the fabric is woven really closely together, it traps moisture, it traps sweat, it traps odor, and it does hold on to odor a lot more than like cotton or linen or more organic fabrics do. Even modal is a lot better than polyester, and it's going to trap less odor. And so that bacteria and trapping the moisture and the heat is obviously the perfect environment for bacteria to grow, and it can cause some damage. So they don't only sell activewear, so I may have indulged in a couple of dresses too. This one has a mesh bag. Isn't that cool? Another thing about polyester too is that it takes a lot of chemicals to make that fabric. And when you are working out, especially and sweating, your pores aren't only opening up to let out sweat, they're also opening up and absorbing what's around them. So those chemicals in the fabric that are now mixed with your sweat can get absorbed into your skin, and that is also causing some damage. It may not be a huge amount of damage, but the toxic things getting into your skin is not good for you, okay? And if you are working out, I'm assuming you're someone that cares about their health. So that's why it's really important to pay attention to your health in a holistic way. And that does include the fabric that you're putting on your skin. This is the first thing that your skin is coming into contact with. Okay, one more dress, all right? The only thing that I'm noticing about hanging up this dress, and this is a little style tip for you, the straps are, like the dress itself is a bit heavy, so the straps are getting stretched when I put it on the hanger this way. Here, I'll bring it closer. So you see, like, this is me holding up the fabric, and this way, holding up the fabric, and then it gets stretched, right? When I hold it up. Yeah, so that over time is going to keep stretching this, and then it's going to be stretched out and it's going to lose its shape. So I don't suggest hanging it up this way. Now when I try it on, I'm going to also have to take a look and see how that translates to when I try it on. But I would hang this dress by maybe folding it in half and putting it on the hanger this way so that the weight isn't on those little tiny straps. The weight is distributed in the middle evenly so the fabric isn't going to get worn out as much. The way that you hang up your clothes, what type of fabric, how you hang it up, can have an effect on how your clothes are going to then morph the shape into. So I have changed now into another one of the outfits that I got from Lizette, and I love this one so much. I was so excited to try this one on because I really like the design with the black lines going down the sides. It just gives it such a feminine shape, and I am not in the best shape of my life right now. Part of my, I guess, glow up or mommy makeover journey, I don't know what to call it yet, is to work out more, and I've been working out more and trying to get in shape. And that's part of the reason why I decided to treat myself to some workout clothes, because I've been finally consistent with my workout. I was like, okay, it's time to reward myself a little bit so that I can continue to feel good about going to the gym. Because like when you feel cute working out, you want to do it more, you know what I mean? So, and I want to feel good too. Like my skin already feels like it can breathe in these clothes. Like earlier I was wearing polyester leggings. I still have polyester in my closet. I'm slowly trying to transition away from it. I've gotten rid of a lot of it, and I only left myself enough to be able to go to the gym. And now that I'm starting to replace it with cotton, I'm gonna slowly start getting rid of those as well. But earlier I was wearing that. I didn't even do a workout yet or anything. All I did was just wear them in the morning to drop off my son and clean up a little bit. And I was not feeling great in that. I was noticing how my skin just feels like hot and stuffy. And now, not at all. It feels totally different. But yeah, I really love this look. This fits so well too. And oh, I have to also say, I love this material too, because earlier when I was wearing the polyester leggings, you could definitely see my underwear line. And in this fabric, I mean, I don't know on the camera how it looks, but I just looked in the mirror and I was like, oh, you can't really see the underwear line. And that bothers me so much when the underwear line shows when you're wearing leggings. Like for me, it bothers me a lot. And so that to me is such a plus. That tells me that the fabric, the quality is great, the thickness is great. And oh, and back to what I was saying earlier, I'm not in shape. Like, I have some rolls, my shape is not all there right now. So with this outfit, having these lines on the side, it just helps to kind of like trick the eye into thinking that my body's shape is a little bit more hourglass than it is. And I'm all for that right now. I'm all for it. And I just want to take a moment to tell you guys a little bit more about polyester and why I'm trying to get away from it. I'm going to use my phone to read you some technical terms that's hard for me to just remember and say. Polyester is made out of petroleum-based synthetic polymers. So it's a plastic-like molecular chain. It's non-porous, non-breathable by default. And the same with acrylic fabric. It's a fossil fuel derived synthetic polymer, and it's all essentially plastic based. Like, have you ever put plastic saran wrap on top of hot food and it gets condensed, there's water, moisture buildup, and it's trapped in there? You're kind of doing a similar thing to your skin when you're wearing polyester clothing, especially when you're working out and sweating and you're hot. Polyester and acrylic fabric are made through heavy industrial processing using chemical solvents, dyes, anti-static coating, and sometimes formaldehyde-based resins for wrinkle resistance and waterproofing. And while most of the chemical residues are within safety limits, they can remain in the fabrics. And these residues can be reactivated by heat and sweat, increasing the likelihood of skin irritation, especially for those with sensitive skin or conditions like eczema. And I have very sensitive skin, and I started noticing that after I wear these leggings and I sweat in them and I work out, I kept getting red marks on my skin. And I realized that it was because my skin could not breathe at all. And a lot of times polyester fabric is advertised as moisture wicking, but that's not entirely true. So here is what I've found on moisture wicking polyester. So it says when polyester is labeled moisture wicking, it doesn't mean it absorbs sweat like cotton or linen. It means it's engineered via chemical treatment or special weaving to pull moisture away from the skin and spread it across the surface of the fabric so that it can evaporate faster. In theory, that sounds great. And even though you do get dry faster, the bacteria and the odors still cling on to the fabric. And I know it kind of sounds like you're going to be dry faster, but no. So what happens is the sweat actually stays on your skin and spreads out more. So the fabric doesn't absorb the sweat, it stays on your skin and the fabric gets dry faster. So once the sweat touches the fabric, it is spread out across the surface of the fabric, and that's done through the use of chemicals, which by the way, they go away with washes and become less effective. And the sweat does dry faster from the outside of the fabric, but not from within. So if you sweat just a little bit, but not enough for the fabric to bring it to the other side, then that sweat is just going to be trapped in there and it's going to actually take way longer to get dry. And you're going to just feel damp, hot, and sweaty, and it's going to feel really uncomfortable on your skin, especially if you are outside and you're going for a walk or on a trail. And it's terrible for thermoregulation. It's not helping you ventilate, therefore you could be overheating even if you feel dry. Instead, opting for something like cotton that actually absorbs the sweat away from your skin is going to be a lot more effective in helping you stay dry, stay thermally regulated. I changed into this jumpsuit that I really like. I love the way that it looks. Again, we got the lines on the sides, which help with that look of the hourglass shape. And I like the waist definition here because it works really well for my shape. It kind of gives the waist a little bit of a definition and makes it look like it's a little cinched in. And then it also has an open back, which I really like. So this one is a keeper. So I did try on this jersey dress, and while it's really cute and I love the open midsection here and the way that it opens up here, so it was just the fabric is super soft, but also it shows every lump, it shows every little fold, like every underwear line, everything. It shows everything. And being a woman that has had a baby and I'm currently working on making my body over, I do not need to see every little lump in my body. So I'm going to return this dress, and instead I'm going to opt for things that are going to make me look in a way that makes me feel confident rather than self-conscious. So that's the decision that I'm gonna make with something like this. Another thing that I found during my research about polyester fabric versus something like or cotton or linen or wool is that polyester, again, it's plastic, so it is not biodegradable. Whereas if you get cotton and then you throw it away, it's going to be biodegradable. Plastic is going to stay in our ecosystem forever. It might break down into small pieces, but that's just microplastics that then are going to recycle through our system, and then they're gonna end up in your body again anyway. Maybe it could be through food, it could be through water, it could be through a lot of different ways. So to help our environment, to keep it as clean as possible, it is also best to go with things that are natural. It's not only good for you on a personal level, for your skin, for your day-to-day life, it's just going to make you feel better, and it's so much better for the environment to go for natural things rather than acrylic and polyester and fabrics of that sort, I know why they're so appealing. They can be manipulated so easily. Designers love using them because you can create so many designs with them. And maybe there's a time and place for that, but the fact that it is so readily available everywhere and it's cheap. Like if you go on certain websites, like certain fast fashion websites, if you actually take the time to look at the materials, almost everything is made out of polyester. And this is one of the reasons why we keep needing more fuel. We need more fossil-based fuel, and we're constantly hunting that down because we use it for so many things. And we start as consumers voting with our dollars that that's not what we want. We want things that are good for us. We don't want things that are harming us. And we go and maybe we end up buying less things because it could be a little bit more costly, but at the end of the day, it is saving you money in terms of health issues that you may end up having. And it is saving your environment, and it's just going to make your life a lot better. So if you look beyond the cost, which by the way, a lot of times it's not even that much more. A lot of these pieces that I got are under $50. Some of them are a little bit more, but many of them are under $50. It's not that much more expensive. But you could go on, like for example, Shein and buy a polyester workout outfit for $5 to $15. So a lot of people may choose that just because of cost. But spending just a few more dollars, it's going to really have a huge impact on you and your environment. And plus, the more that we invest toward these companies that are giving us better products, the more accessible it is going to become eventually, because then they're going to be looking for ways to make more of them. So it is a long-term game. And if you are someone that cares about their health and maybe has kids like myself and cares about their health and the world that you're leaving to them, it is worth the time and the investment. Now, I will have to say that it is hard to find workout clothes that aren't polyester. I posted a little while back about how I was at Dick's and I was a bit frustrated because literally everything was polyester, and I just wanted to get a new pair of leggings so that I could go work out. So then I gave into the pressure and got something that I thought was cute but was polyester. But then once I wore it, I knew that I didn't feel so good in it. So accessibility is a big issue. What's available out there and what's advertised to us is a big issue right now. I was looking for organic cotton workout clothes. I have to say, I went into a lot of websites that had organic material, and it was great on the material level, but it was not cute, or they only had 5 options. And I did not want to purchase from them. So when I found this brand, Lizette, and they had really cute stuff, and I can tell you it's great quality, I was super excited. That's why I wanted to make this video and share it. And so if more people buy from Lizette, then they will stay in business, they'll create more cute outfits, and they are probably going to invest into making more of them and making it more accessible. And I hope that this was helpful to you and informative, and I hope that next time that you're looking for workout clothes, you really think about the material and whether it is actually going to be functional for your workout. And if you are someone who wants some help with taking a look at what's in your wardrobe and changing things from acrylic fabrics to more natural fabrics, that is something that I can help you do. You can find out about how to work with me down in the description, or go to my website and submit an application. Thank you again for being with me here today, and I hope to see you guys soon.